Konnichiwa mina, boku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Today is day 347. It is Saturday, December 13th, 2014, and I almost gave myself a heart attack today. I was like, oh my god, Christmas is next week. But it's not. It's the week after. I don't know, I guess I was just thinking in my head somehow that the 13th meant that the next week was going to be Christmas. But, yeah, so I'm smart. Anyway, I was just thinking weird things all day today, but it's mostly just because we switched over to our card system on Monday at work, and today was the first real kind of birthday day dealing with it, and our very first party that I dealt with anyway with it. It was 20 people, 20 kids this morning, ages like 4 to 7, so that was fun. It was very interesting. Actually, I think there was a 2-year-old too. I don't know. But we got through it. Thankfully, my boss Arthur was there and was able to help us through it with that. So, but oh my goodness, it was a little insane, and a lot of stuff that we weren't really thinking about at the time happened, which is good because then it gives you a chance to fix it and deal with it. And really, when you're working with something like that that's new that nobody's really used before, it's just good to kind of get in the trenches and just deal with it. So, but anyway, another thing. Last night I was watching The Worst Witch, and it really got me thinking. It's one of those shows that I don't know, it's a kid's show, but at the same time, I identify with it a lot, if that makes any sense. I love the castle. And then, it's not just that show, but there's other ones too. Do you ever wish that they would continue making a TV series mostly because the sets they use or the places that they take place in or just they feel homely to you? And if you've ever watched Worst Witch, which is a Canadian-British series, it is set in a castle, a real castle, and they do have some sets as well for it, but the outside of the castle and I think parts of the inside are from a real place. And I just love it. When they did Worst Witch, and then they did Weird Sister College, which was the spin-off. That one was okay. It was just, I don't know. And then they went back and did another kind of continuation of Worst Witch called The New Worst Witch with, what's her name? Mildred Hubbell's cousin? Yeah, cousin Hetty Hubble. And they used the original castle and stuff, and I always loved that place. I've thought having a castle would be fantastic. But I'm the type that wants to have a mansion in, well, this glorious place that I live. It's not that bad, but no, I have loved that, and I don't know why it appeals to me. It just does. Maybe it's the mysticism of the entire show. Like, it was done fairly well with a good budget for special effects and stuff. Again, for being a kid's show, it's pretty good. And I miss it, and I'd like to see a continuation of it if they could somehow do it. But anyway, The Worst Witch had 3 seasons. The New Worst Witch had 2. And then there was Weird Sister College. And then another one is Star Trek The Next Generation, specifically The Next Generation, because that's my favorite series of the Star Trek isms. And I think I mentioned it before, but Naoko Takeuchi had taken some inspiration for Sailor Moon from Star Trek The Next Generation and Go Rangers, Power Rangers, to us, and I love both, so yeah. But the ship, I've always liked the layout of that ship too, and the holodeck and 10 forward and just the bridge and engineering. Their engineering specifically was really, really well done. So, but that's the one I grew up on, right? Soap operas, some of them. I miss All My Children. I've always thought the Chandler Mansion was really neat. And Another World, the Corey Mansion. I'm starting to sense a pattern here with the mansions. Days of Our Lives. There's not a lot of those ones that particularly speak to me. The Demira Mansion's okay, but they changed them up an awful lot. And you don't really get to see a lot of Bo and Hope's house anymore because, well, Bo's not really there anymore. The actor left. So, what else? I don't know. I'm the type of person that'll watch a show and I'll just place myself into it. I don't know. Does that just sound weird? Maybe it's because I'm a Pisces and I live in an imaginary world. I don't live in reality. Reality. What the hell's that, right? But, just one of those things that I've always, when I'm watching something, I'll get into it if I can place myself into it and be like, I could see myself living there. Is that weird? Is that strange? I hope it is, because I'm weird and I'm strange, and if it was normal, well, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about that. But, yeah. Anyways. So, I will leave it at that. But you guys tell me what you think. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is that really strange? I don't know. I'm just trying to think if there's any other shows, too, that maybe would have been like that, too. Buffy keeps coming to mind, and I don't know why, because it was, I guess, the school library. I kind of like the layout of that. I don't know. But, yeah, just that sort of thing. Anyway, tomorrow is Sunday, and every other Sunday, well, sort of. This next Sunday, tomorrow, is the last actual show of Animé-d in Japan Insanity on the radio for this year. And then next Sunday is the CFBX Year Ender. And that is a full day of 8 a.m. until midnight, where every 15-minute intervals they'll have a new person on, whether it's one of the hosts like myself, DJs I should say, or musicians, or just whoever, coming in and doing little interviews and stuff, and performing, and I think we get to choose like 2 or 3 songs that we can play, like that we really like, that were released that year. So I'll be doing that, and then the following Sunday and the one after that, it's off the air. And then January, which one is it? 14th? I want to say it's the 14th. I actually don't know, and I don't really have a calendar in front of me to check. But I think it's the 14th. Anyway, that second Sunday of January, we come back. It actually starts on the Monday. Okay, wait. One Day R, Annie Revel Winter, takes place on Saturday the 3rd. So the 4th would be the Sunday, and the show is not back then. It'll be the following Sunday. So 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. The 11th, January 11th. That's when Animé-d in Japan Insanity on the radio will return in the new year. So, yes. But tomorrow's show from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 92.5 FM, www.thex.ca is the final show of this year, like regular show. And it'll be kind of Christmassy themed, I think. I gotta put it together still. I haven't done that yet. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the next couple hours. So anyway, check it out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and Jamata ne mina. Bye-bye.